Good afternoon, this is Melissa with thestockswoosh.com and welcome. Welcome to a video I'm doing on TWC. This was a bullish gap from Thursday and I thought I'd go over it simply because it was one of those really nice bullish gaps that you just don't see every once in a while. And you can tell from the extension that it had here on the 27th. The low of the day was 104, high of the day was 112. The stock ran $8 on the day, $8.50. You just don't see something like that often. On top of that, it continued the next day. Often when you have an amazing gap like this, they do have continuation. So this is a bullish gap continuation the following day on Friday. I don't play bullish gaps, but I certainly can read them. And my 26-point rating system can be used to short gaps to the downside or buy gaps on the upside. You just flip the points. And so I can do that. And I can spot the goodies on the long side whenever I see them. And this was one of these ones I saw on the 27th. The interesting thing is I even called a play in it in my live trading room. I did not do it. And looking back, I'm like, geez, you know, maybe I do need to start doing my long calls. Because when I see a setup or know that if something does something that's good, you know, it's very low odds of failure. It's just one of these things where when I see a great gap, I just have 100% conviction it's going to work. So at the point I spotted this guy here, after it had gotten out of the gate, it would look like this. And I said, gosh, you know, when this comes into 106, this is a buy. And I said to the people in the room to buy it. And lo and behold, it came into 106. It came into 106, and look what it did. That was it. It was 106. 106 was the buy. You can say it was a 15-minute buy setup all you want, but it was a buy at 106. And there's a reason. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. And that's when it ran up here. And who knows if you had bought this, if you'd even got this whole move. In fact, let's look at it on the 1-minute chart. It was just a beautiful thing. And it had like a 25-cent stop. It was a 25-cent stop and it ran up $6. That's an amazing risk to reward. In fact, let me figure that out. Here, let's go to the 27th. One of these really interesting things where I saw it, but 106 was going to be the buy too. Here. It would have been hard to get that whole thing. Even if I had done this, I would have been out in here. I wouldn't have got the last buck. But even still from here to here was an amazing buy. And I didn't do it, even though I called it to buy it when it pulled in. I didn't see the pull in. I just said it's a buy when it comes in at 106, and that's how it's set up. I'm really starting to think that I need to start watching these and doing these myself because, I mean, it ran $6 from the entry. And actually, I probably would have gotten a better than 25-cent stop here now that I'm looking at the 1-minute, the way it based out here and held. I could have gotten a much better stop. This is one of these things you just don't ever forget. So what did I see here? When I saw it run up and I said it was a great gap, and then I saw what it was doing in the morning, I said this is a buy at 106. Why? Right here. Right here. So this is the open of the day, runs up hard, has this big, huge igniting bar here. When it comes in here, this is the buy. It's exactly how it's set up. It was exactly how it's set up. And I saw it way before it was even at 106. I mean, I saw it when it was like around up here, it was doing this stuff. And so, you know, it's a buy at 106, I said. So you would have had to wait all this time. But I mean, look how you would have gotten paid if you would have waited. Look what it did. There was a buy in here. Right around the 1 o'clock reversal time. Noon was even too soon. And that was the number. So trading with the numbers is the way to trade, absolutely. And now I'm even saying, I know if it does this, do this. And that's how I'm taking trades myself and also calling trades if people want to do them in the room. And again, I don't do longs, but I'm thinking that I really need to start doing longs if I see something this amazing, because quite honestly, you know, 25 cents was the stop on the 15-minute. I probably could have got the stop about 10 cents on the 1-minute if I had been doing it. It would have been like a 60-yard trade or something silly like that. You know, one of these things that you don't ever forget when you see it. And the interesting thing was that I knew that's what it had to do, and then it did it. So you have your criteria and you wait for the setup. And when the stock does what you want it to do, you hit it. You don't preempt it, you don't force it, you don't push it, you don't try to make it happen when it's not happening. You do it in the moment that happens. So this is Melissa with thestockswoosh.com. If you're interested in more information on learning how to rate gaps and find gaps like TWC and other gaps that are in the market happening constantly all the time every day, then feel free to email me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com. Thanks everyone and have a great day.